Okay, today is the 16th of May 2020. I just want to show you this again. I know it's hard to see because it's in a whole heap of stuff, but it's in a plastic bag from this folder. But it's also the back of a ticket, which I have found before in my garage because I used to go from the car and just put things in a basket at the side. And then when I was cleaning up, I'd move things and then I'd find things in phone books and the like. Um, if I wasn't searching for this ticket still, because I don't know if that is the ticket, but it could be, I wouldn't be going through piles of stuff like this from my garage. Now, if my son saw that, he would be quite unhappy with that because I've got plastic bags in every room, as he knows. And when a visitor comes, basically, I'll just move the plastic bags from one room to another. So it's an intense, big job that I've created for myself. I'll just show you what I put on my wall last night. I up it just after 1 in the morning, and I do things like this. Uh, because I happen to pick and win a lotto, and of course, because of events in my life, I was influenced by some life occurrences, as in numbers. So and the more I think about it, like this is a bit of hoo ha, but my numerology number is the 22-4, which is apparently the highest ruling number. I mean, that doesn't mean heaps because when they do numerology, they do it in different ways, but they go through your birth date and put the number of ones, number of twos, number of threes, and they have lines where they're, I don't know what it's called, a Sicilies or something. When you've got empty lines and you're lacking something, or you have too many ones, for example, which I have, that I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's to do with creativity, but I might just be making that up. So anyway, yeah, basically, when I look at my chart, like, and if you've seen this video, like, and you might, and you're focused, you probably can see all the details that I've put. But the main variable is the date, and it's always been the same date. It's never going to change. The time is always going to be around a certain time, and the type of ticket is always going to be a minute one because I didn't have much money. The trouble with lotto is that, and this is what the forensic accountant guy told me, he said, because you have to tick one, two, three boxes, and and I kind of worked this out for myself as well. If you get one box right and the other two wrong, and I have said this before, they're not going to tell you which one you got right. And who's going to remember exactly to the minute or second that they bought a ticket? Now, they do ask you to put it in 20-minute intervals, the time that you're searching for, and they do let you have, well, when you put a claim into lotto, you have to put your time and the date and the type of ticket. Now, if the date is fine, but the time is a minute out, and even if the type of ticket's right, they're just going to mark you wrong. So you have another go. And you're not sure exactly, you know, what to change. And generally, when I did this, I would change the time to a different 20-minute interval just so I could maybe get the time in the right interval. But the trouble is, I couldn't remember exactly the type of ticket. I do remember that I'd made a mistake, and I do remember the lady suggesting just to add the seventh number. But it was a busy day, and my son was in the store buying his supposed skateboard magazine, which they didn't have, but he bought a fish magazine instead. And then in all that kerfuffle, I remembered two other ladies that were in the store with me at that time. And after a few years, I happened to find both of them in Cairns, and I'd never met them before. I wasn't, as far as I know, no one referred them to me. One I got by putting flyers on cars at the shopping centre where I'd bought the ticket on the same day that I'd bought the ticket. And coincidentally, who goes to a shopping centre every single day as well? And this is after 5 years. The lady from the shop that I recalled gave me a phone call, and she was the only one. So not that that means much because her um anyway, her husband is away. Her ex-husband is away, and she may have bought on his card. So we don't really have any details from her apart from her lotto buying habits. And the other lady, well, she had bought on a credit card, but we're having big trouble to find the time of her transaction. Now, the big link in this is I'm relying on these other witnesses because there was no surveillance as well. So, well, I really think if a jury heard all the details and actually um, had access to the database, even if this happens close to when the draw, nobody else can see this stuff, and the draw is not able to be paid out, I'm sure that my details are going to match closer to anything else in this world because I'm the one that bought the ticket. Anyway, thanks. Hope all is well.